I can. That is the seed of the inside game that now allows the outward performance and execution of success in terms of our dreams, hopes, and aspirations. That is a framework that says, I can, I must, I will, then I'll be all it is that I'm called to achieve. But first, you, me, and we must believe. That's what we're talking about on this video. I can. Let's go. I can, I must, I will, then I'll be all it is that I'm called to achieve. But first, you, me, and we must believe. Before the action, before the performance, the execution, the designing of the calendar, the strategies it is that is demanded by our success to happen, success and life fulfillment first demands that you, me, and we believe that it is possible. By saying that I can. I can says that you will figure things out. You will be able to bring the relationships it is that you need. You will be able to bring in the financing and the money. You can figure these things out. You will figure out the knowledge and the wisdom and create the expertise it is. Should you continue to move forward in faith, saying that I can? Because the opposite to that is I can't. I don't know the right people. I don't have enough connections within my network. I don't have enough money. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this, but should you believe that you can and say that I can, then what happens is you bring upon to your life a grace of unmerited and undeserved favor that will be the gap and fill the gap so that what it is that you are missing, you will start to develop at an increased rate that is greater than normal. That it will happen for you in terms of the knowledge, the know-how, the people, the resources, and being more effective and efficient with your time, designing your calendar because you believe that you can. Faith and self-belief doesn't mean it is easy. It just means it's possible. But without faith and self-belief, where Henry Ford says, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right, is that nothing is possible without faith and self-belief. But when you say I can and you have faith and self-belief, you know what happens now? Now nothing is impossible and everything is possible. And there are some parameters. There are some laws of basic nature and what happens in terms of this aspect called life. Can you faith and self-believe that you could jump out of a plane and you're going to grow wings and that now you're going to fly? There are miracles that happen each and every day. But from my experience, it doesn't work like that. But faith and self-belief in saying that I can will now at least build a parachute, figure out how to have one. Now, and if you jump out of a plane, you have a mechanism or an operation or an operation that you'll be able to fly and not die. So is everything and anything possible? Can I beam myself from here to the moon in terms of the old Star Trek where I say, beam me up, Scotty, and I can get there? Can I just faith and self-believe that right now and that can happen? No. It doesn't work like that. Everything in life is still governed by laws. But if there is something where you can outdo what it is that seems to be impossible, that you can outdo what it is that the haters and the naysayers and your critics and your own self-doubt is saying that you can do, is that with faith and self-belief. And you believe and say to yourself in terms of your verbal dialogue with yourself that I can. Now you can do what naturally shouldn't be done because of the struggles, because of your past, because of your inequities and your inabilities. Because of that, now there's a chance that it is possible by saying I can. Now, number two is now I must. Most people believe it is that just their purpose and their passion alone is going to move them forward. But this is what I find. Purpose and passion cannot douse freaking laziness. But I must says this. I must says when you connect your passion and your purpose now to someone or a cause that is greater than yourself, you now motivate yourself or encourage to give the courage now to act on I can. I can, I must. So this is the inside game before any action. Any daily habits, daily activities, any daily routines can be formed. This is just an inside game in terms of your battle within. Because I know that there's haters, critics, and naysayers out there all over the place. Everybody has a freaking opinion about what you, me, and we might be doing. Ooh, but self-doubt, that is where I can and I must. Self-doubt tells me that I can't. And then I say, you know what? I look at my kids and I say, no, I must. I look at what my parents went through in this country and coming here from Tonga and struggling from the bottom up to create an American dream. And I say, I must. I then also look at the haters and the naysayers and the critics and my own self-doubt. And I say, ooh, I must, I can, and I must. And I start moving, doing what it is that I can with what it is that I have, not wishing and then focusing on what I don't have is the reason and the excuse why now that I don't move forward, that I don't act. This is the inside game in terms of this excellence mindset and this championship approach that I have experienced from going to be an illegal immigrant to now living the American dream, an American citizen, bought a house, have my cars, going on vacations, but even more so living out my purpose and impacting other people's lives in terms of Coach V LLC. And then also my nonprofit is saying that I can and I must. In my nonprofit alone, I went and saw 20 corporate companies and big businesses within the 916 area code when I first started in 2013 and asked for support and asked for sponsorship. And only one person said yes of 20. And then I went over and I saw the sheriff here, Sheriff Scott Jones, and I went and saw Richard Nielsen, Senator Jim Nielsen. And then now I had 3 in the second year. Then it started to roll. But I can and I must was within me because I saw this passion and a purpose and the kids it is that I could impact. I was the guy who could do these things. I can bring together the people at the table so that we could put on free camps and clinics and youth sports and passion projects so that other kids also say, I can, I must, I believe in me. What I believe will be respect all and to fear nothing. I will not be bullied and a bully will not be me. I believe in me and what I believe will be. So I must. The kids that I didn't even know yet, that I would impact, the thousands of kids that have come through the nonprofit, I knew that I must, not just for me, but for a cause, because of someone, because my kids are watching us. That's what creates the courage for action. And not because I say so either. This is what life tells us all. I can, I must, then I will. I will now is now going. It is inevitable. If you want to attract anything good into your life in terms of your dreams, hopes, and aspirations, you must see it within in terms of this inside game before any action or performance, daily habits, daily activities, or daily routine. You must think as if it already is. And pray and give prayer for things. Just don't pray and ask, oh, dear God, I pray and petition to you to allow me the opportunity to do these things. I also pray and ask and petition that, Lord, I know that the future is going to be good. And when we succeed in this process, Lord, I thank you beforehand, before the miracle and the achievement and the success happens. I've already done it. I can, I must, and I will. I know that I can get this done. I know that I can figure this thing out. And this is what it is that I've experienced with the Fortune 100, Fortune 500, one-on-one clients, national brands. They also had this belief. National agency, community nonprofits, you can name it. I've been there from elementary school to the prisons, 29 industries, different industries that I have been in. But though the skill set for those industries change, nothing gets done unless you're able to say, I can, I must, I will. Then you're saying, oh, I'll be. I'm going to be. I'm going to be. I'm talking about I'm going to be these things. This is what I'm going to be. This is now the target and what it is that you're aiming at. Because who can hit what they don't aim at or see? No one can. You're going to be what? Write that down in your journal. Put down that on your calendar and then reverse engineer it in terms of putting down the dates and breaking it down in terms of a strategy and thinking about it and going, when I get this, I'm going to be doing this. When I do this, I'm going to be doing that. I can, I must, I will. Then I'll be. You will be all it is that you're called to achieve. All of us are called to do something. That is that inner calling within you that is whispering to you. Coach V, go create that nonprofit. Coach V, do a golf tournament. Even though you don't know anything about golf, you're terrible, actually shitty at golf, and you have no idea. It's actually embarrassing to golf with the people it is that I golf with, but it's not about me. It is about the cause. So you work and do it anyway. Put on a banquet with 400 to 500 people every single year. And now we're going to grow that. Create partnerships and ask people, give freely to people, and then they're going to come and do these things for you. That's what we talked about. What is the process? I can, I must, I will, then I'll be all it is that I'm called to achieve. Write that down. Focus on that. Apply it all over what you do in terms of life, leadership, and business. Increase the probability for your success, joy, peace, happiness, and fulfillment in all you do. And this will happen for you. And not because Coach V says so, but because life tells this to us all. I hope you enjoyed this video. Smash that like button if you like it. Comment and tell me what it is that you liked about it or what I can add, what I was missing. Coach V, what about this perspective? And also subscribe. I will see you on the next video. Until then, work to be your best and live your best life. It is your boy, Coach V. One love and mad respects always. Peace.